Tom Stearns here. Today I want to share a sales tactic called the work-back plan. Before I do that, let's set up the problem. Sales reps have opportunities with forecasted close dates that often get pushed and pushed and pushed. Now this is frustrating for the sales rep because you got numbers to make. For management, they've got to be accountable for your number and all their other reps' numbers. And for the business itself, can be very expensive and difficult because they're going to put resources behind all these new accounts you're going to bring on. Spread that around a bunch of reps and it can be a pretty big problem and frustrating for everybody. So how do we get at an accurate forecast? So this is where the work-back plan comes in. And where it starts is in discovery. We want to get at an accurate close date. And how do we do that? Well, one great way to get at that is understanding the trigger event from your customer. So during your discovery conversations, you want to get at why they're evaluating a solution and what's behind that. It's likely that they're doing it for a reason. You got in there because they need to solve a problem by a particular date, and there's urgency there. If there's not, is it a real opportunity? If you can't get at this trigger event, there are other tactics, and we'll talk about those in a different video. But we want to get at discovery at that trigger event. So your customer identifies to you like, hey, we need to get something rolled out by August 1st. That's their event. Now we're going to reverse engineer that. So we tell the customer that it's typically about 2 months to implement a solution like this. And you told me that things go through procurement for about 6 weeks. So that puts us at April 15th or so to make a decision on this product. So awesome. Now we reverse engineer the sales process. If we don't know what the steps are, then we need to ask someone. Just go ahead and ask somebody. If you've been there for a while, identify what those steps are. Now those steps may be things like, hey, more demos to different stakeholders in the organization. Could be that procurement needs to be involved at a certain point for price evaluation. IT may need to review and approve these things. And then there's some sort of paperwork process. So you identify those steps and you're communicating these with your customer, bringing them in, and the timing it typically takes to go through those stages. And you're working back from April 15th. So you also want to evaluate, hey, based on history, do we have enough time to go through these steps? Can we really do this by that time period? Is it an accurate close date? And we're also becoming a trusted advisor to the customer by showing them that, hey, this is what's going to need to happen based on our experience doing this with other clients. If you've been around for a while, often an experienced customer is going to ask you, hey, have you done this with other customers before? Because they want to know what that process is. So they're going to bring you in. They're going to be excited to understand that you understand this. So you reverse engineer that and you align that to your sales process. So if you're using a CRM like Salesforce, these may be the stages in your Salesforce opportunity record, or another CRM, their steps. So identify those and the timing, bring the customer in, and you'll find that fewer customers are going to ghost you. You're going to have more deals that close on time. And you're going to have a nice, accurate forecast. And those pipeline meetings where your boss says, hey, what's the next step? You know what the next step is supposed to be and why and whether it's on time for that. So this is the work-back plan. So get at the end date, reverse engineer it, and align stages and timing behind those, and involve your customer in that whole discussion. It's going to give them a lot of confidence that you know what you're doing. So don't forget, look for those trigger events, work back a plan, and discovery. Hope this was helpful. Subscribe to my YouTube page for more of this kind of stuff and video. Thanks for your time.